Good afternoon, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today, it's more Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. As we continue with Case 5, Ghost Busted. The story so far. According to the butler, there have been a number of unexplained incidents at the residence, collectively known as the 6 White House Horrors. Catriel and co. begin their investigations by questioning locals in order to find out more about the spooky stories. And that's where we are. So, yeah. Hello, Nick. I'm doing fine. How are you? Great. We need to go back to the White House. Good evening again, ladies. Is one to understand that you are now apprised of the details of the 6 White House Horrors? Yes, we found out about all 6. Now we'd like to investigate them. You managed to level the spells of all your summons. Good. I've been working on leveling stuff for book 6. We would need access to the house to do that, of course. Will that be alright? Leave no stone unturned, ma'am. It is Ms. White's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Va bene. Let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain what's been going on. You seem suddenly more upbeat, Emiliana. I think it highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure that once we investigate, these supernatural phenomena will turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove that they're real. No. Miss Layton, I think it's time you stopped teasing Miss Perfetti and we started our investigations, don't you? Yes, you're right. Let's begin with the first tale we heard, shall we? The ghosts in the garden. Wooster said he saw a number of ghosts in the grounds of the house, didn't he? I wonder where in the garden they would have been. Wooster. Does this guy have anything else to tell us? According to my notes, Inspector Hastings hasn't got much of a stomach for these kinds of scary cases. Alright. I know we're still here. So somewhere... What's this? A ghost! Did you see that eerie light floating up to the sky? Yes, perhaps it was one of the ghosts. I see you found evidence. Yeah. It's not Wooster, Emiliana, it's Wooster. Oh, you appeared out of nowhere, so I thought... Despicable of me to have startled you in that way, ma'am. I beg your pardon. It was exactly like this, the ghosts gathering by night. Puzzle time. Puzzle time. Posing poltergeists. A big group of ghosts have appeared. They will run away if they're hit by a flash of light that is the same colour as them. The flash can only reach ghosts in the front row, but the ghosts behind come forward to fill any gaps. Each colour flash has a limited number of uses. Eliminate all of the ghosts using the number of flashes you have at your disposal. Okay. Right. Pink. Blue. Oh, no, it's not going to be green. Pink again. Then green. Then blue. Then pink. And then green again. Hooray. I did it.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
You did it! The ghosts have disappeared and peace is restored. It's a little bit quiet without those tiny fellas around, though. A most meritorious performance, ma'am. Now, if you will excuse me. What on earth did he show up for? Like that? What's that on the floor over there? Ernest, pick it up, would you? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous? Or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. Yeah, it looked like a balloon when it flew up, right? So it is. A deflated balloon. Do you think that ghost we saw before could have been... Certainly on a dark night, balloons bobbing around in the air could look rather ghostly. Are you suggesting that the ghosts in the garden were nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel this mystery starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find out about this wraith at the window next. There are so many windows visible from here, I wonder which one the ghostly figure appeared at. Oh, look at the little ghosts that we're making out of bits. Oh, it's kind of a cute ghost. It is said that ghosts gather in the gardens of the White Residence. Wooster the butler saw the terrifying sight one night and even overheard them talking. Are each of these clues going to be for the each of the stories then? I've seen that. There's a lot of windows. Oh wait. Yeah, we are supposed to still be here. Up there? No. Ah, that's a window. Nope, that's a hint coin. I just looked at that. This one. A face. Did you see that, Emiliana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no need to sound quite so happy about it, Catriel. Well, it's not every day you see a ghost, is it? We're very lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. I mean, same, Amelia? Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe? Wooster, you startled me again. The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named Wraith at the Window. The form, in silhouette at least, is quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal. Indeed, as in this puzzle. Hey, another puzzle. Silly silhouette. There is a silhouette of something behind the curtain. It's made up of 3 statues, but which ones? Look at the 5 statues and select which 3 are the ones hiding behind the curtain. The statues cannot be taken apart and must be used in their entirety. None of them can have anything extra on their rear side. So that means we can't turn them sideways to have the pointy bits sticking out the back, I guess. Okay. So we've got to have something with the little flame thing on the top. So we've got C or E. Or both. If we were to have C, we'd then need D to put the other wing on the middle one, and that would get us a thing. Ah, wait, no. Because then we're missing the other side of the top bit. Oh, we've got to turn some of these upside down, haven't we? Because otherwise we can't get the two wings on the top. In order to get the two wings on the top, we've got to turn D and A upside down? Because we can't turn E upside down because it's got the thing on the top. So D and A, and that means that we're missing one wing and the flame thing, so C. I think.
Collate the data and the answer will drop out. That was just a simple piece of profiling work.
Got it. You did it! The silhouette was a combination of statues A, C and D lined up to appear as one. A needed to be turned around so the left and right switched over, and D needed to be both turned around and flipped over. Which I don't think was the way I made it work, but if I got it right, that's fine. Even if I got it right for the wrong reasons. Any puzzle can be solved with the application of logic. A stirring performance, Miss Pavetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you will excuse me. Why does he keep appearing and then disappearing again like that? Isn't that a... Oh, look at this, Emiliana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, would you? I was about to say, was it a projector? I don't think these ghosts exist. A projector? Yes, any image projected from here would look enormous on the wall. So the wraith at the window is just a piece of cinematic trickery. Well, first the so-called ghosts in the garden, now the wraith at the window. Both of them were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomena may well turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was the possessed puppet, wasn't it? Let's head to the living room and carry on our investigations there. Wraith at the window. D.C. Booker observed the supernatural phenomenon himself. A huge shadowy figure at the White residence window that then suddenly vanished. Go to the entrance hall. The question is, who is setting it up, right? Here we are back inside then, miss. So, on to investigating the next of the 6 mysterious happenings.
This is where that possessed puppet is supposed to have been, isn't it?
Yes, the one that moved of its own accord and then cackled loudly. And it's in here somewhere as we speak, probably. The butler did it. Yeah. I mean, I did say who did it. As in Wooster, probably. Do you know, I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me. It's Wooster.
Good evening again. I trust your investigations are progressing favourably.
Gosh, I say, you did rather startle me, Wooster. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you, Wooster.
Indeed, ma'am. I endeavour to be present at all times, yet never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty.
It strikes me that butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss, he might hear you.
I wish you luck with your investigations, ma'am.
Alright then, let's see what we can find out about this possessed puppet.
Where is it, though?
Well, it's probably one of these up here, right? Imagine Wooster being the only actual ghost. Right? Right. Yep, there it is.
It moved! The puppet here moved even though I didn't lay a paw on it.
Yeah, it's alive. Now it's probably mechanized, actually, but... Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face.
Have a care, sir. All right, I was expecting it that time. He's losing his edge. I remember Miss White as a young child doting on that very puppet, when it was still ordinary. She would play with it rather like these finger puppets, in fact.
Every time we find a thing, Wooster's going to give us a puzzle, isn't he? This is a puppet show with finger puppets on 2 hands. You need to move the finger puppets so there is a blue one on each thumb and a red one on each little finger. The finger puppet can only move to an empty space on the other hand, and you're not allowed to have the same coloured puppets next to one and each other on one hand. Select the finger puppet you want to move, and then select the finger you want to move it to. Okay. I can't have the same colour next to each other on one hand, which means I can't move either of these red ones right now. So what if I move a blue one over there? Put this red one here. Put this red one over there. That doesn't really make much sense. And then move it back over here. I don't have a limited number of moves to do it in, so... This feels a little bit like the Fox, the Chicken and the Grain with the river. And I never was particularly good at that one. Oh no, we can't move that one there. We're just there right now. We can't move that one. Okay, this over there. Nope, that's not right. Okay, just saying. Do.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Thank goodness I got that right.
Just move things till it works. You did it! The finger puppets look pretty pleased too. There is more than one way to solve this one. It's possible to do it in 12 moves, so give it a go. Is that number 12 the number of moves I did it in? Because if so, then hooray, I did it in 12.
I see Lady Layton is blessed not only with exceptional problem-solving abilities, but also an exceptional puzzle-solving assistant. Thank you, Wooster. I do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest? What is it? Look here! There's some sort of device inside this puppet.
So there is. You sniffed that out pretty quickly, Pinstripes.
I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movements looked rather mechanical somehow, you see. Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So this is just a wind-up doll. I really don't see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people so scared of these obvious childish pranks?
Says the woman who was cowering behind a chair until a few moments ago.
What is the matter with your dog, Catriel? Why does she always bark at me like that? Yes, well, there are only 3 of the 6 White House horror stories left now. Next, it was, the sealed cellar, miss. We'll have to find the way down there.
A cellar, sir? I have been in service here at the White Residence for a considerable number of years. But not once have I heard mention of a cellar, sir, nor have I seen evidence of one.
Didn't think old Terror Eyes would let us down there. Looks like we'll have to sniff out the entrance ourselves.
I don't imagine it'll be easy to find. After all, it's called the sealed cellar. So this is going to be fun. Come along, let's start looking. Possessed Puppet. A story Granny Riddleton heard from a friend of a friend. It's said there's a doll in the White House that moves entirely of its own accord and laughs creepily. Okay, the entrance to the cellar is found somewhere in the hallway. Well, I mean, if I know anything about hidden passageways... Nope, I can't touch that candelabra. This candelabra. This candelabra! No. Okay, not a candelabra. The fireplace! Wooster, is this fireplace not in use?
Indeed, ma'am. Miss White tells me she is most comfortable when there is something of a chill in the air.
I see. An unused fireplace. The perfect place for hidden secrets, I'd say.
So would I just hadn't voiced it yet. Stop stealing my thunder.
Oh, really? You were thinking the same thing, Emiliana?
Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there are 1 or 2, or 3 or 4 rooms that remain unoccupied.
3 or 4, and I don't even have a kennel. The late Mr. White once posed the most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. The unopened room. This is a closed room that no one ever enters. However, 1 year has passed and it seems that something in the room has changed. What is it? Press A to select the circle and move it over the thing you think has changed. It could be the hourglass. I was going to go with the water in the jug over there because it could have evaporated. But I'm thinking the hourglass. The hourglass is fairly obvious as a thing that could have changed since the room was last opened. If it's not, it's the pitcher of water.
This should do it, I think. Oh, that's not like me.
The position of the objects hasn't changed. I know. Okay. Then it's the pitcher of water then. I should have gone with my first instinct, shouldn't I?
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, I should have gone with my first instinct.
Any puzzle solved.
Shouldn't have second guessed myself. You did it. The thing that had changed was on the water jug at the back of the room. 1 year on, and the water inside it has evaporated. Begs the question of who could have put the water in a room that no one ever enters in the first place. Oh wait, we were working with a photo, weren't we? Which meant that the hourglass wouldn't have changed. Ah. Yeah, shouldn't have second guessed myself. Ooh. A recipe. We still don't have a new person to do recipes for though, so.
A most extraordinary performance. That is a somewhat taxing puzzle.
Well, every puzzle has a solution, Wooster. Just as every mystery has an explanation. I was about to say the fireplace seems to have changed.
Look at the fireplace. A passageway is opened up leading underground.
Is it leading underground there?
Indeed, ma'am. Most surprising.
Well, that looks like our way into the sealed cellar. Let's see what's let's see what's down there.
Would a lantern perhaps be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me when I'm patrolling the grounds at night.
Thank you, Wooster. Shall we then, Emiliana? Sorry, go down there, you mean? Of course. We can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here, with Wooster. Just the two of you. Let me through. There could be clues down there that a wannabe detective like you would miss. Apparently Emiliana is more scared of the butler than she is of a mysterious sealed room. Well, we wouldn't want that, would we? In you go then. Stop pushing me, Catriel. Sealed cellar. One of the 6 White House horrors relayed by Yappa the dog. Apparently, there is a sealed cellar in the old residence where ghosts roam. Oh, wrong button. That button. A concealed cellar whose entrance is via a fireplace in the hall. This must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped down here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin or something. What fun! When you put it like that, miss, it does seem rather fun, doesn't it?
Puppy love, what's it doing to you, Pinstripes?
Still, this is no time for games, is it? We must make a thorough investigation of this cellar. Alright. It says seek out the morbid mirror. No, I'm not going to do that yet. You've discovered the pretty poor pot. Not a lot of care appears to have been taken in putting these things away, does it? Is that a... Okay, it's a brush. Thought it was like a sword cane for a second. Ooh! A plethora of hint coins. It's a jolly good job this lantern's here. The ceiling light is rather feeble. Ooh, another hint coin. Yeah, this ceiling light. Which also contains a hint coin. Ooh, puzzle. Now here's a suspicious looking box, wouldn't you say? I wonder what's inside. No, don't open it! Something hideous could be inside. It's not Pandora's box, Emiliana. Oops, I seem to have opened it already. Gatrielle! Sorry, it just looks too fascinating to ignore. And anyway, there's no cause for alarm. It's only a puzzle inside. Fit for a king. You visit the castle to show the king the 5 treasure chests you collected on your adventures. However, castle regulations state that each visitor may carry only 1 item of luggage. You are here with 1 companion and you are a 3-minute walk from where the king is located. How many minutes will it take to show the king all of the treasure chests? 1 chest counts as 1 item of luggage. Okay. So if there's 2 of us and we can only carry 1 at once, and we're 3 minutes away from where the king is located, then we're going in and back twice and in once more. So in and back is 6, so 6, 12, 15 minutes? Assuming that assuming that the time is negligible for showing the treasure chest to the king. 15.
I'll have the answer shortly. Clearly, I didn't have enough data for my analysis.
Darn. How many... I figured out how many round trips I need to do, right? Two chests in, 2 people back out, 2 chests in, 2 people back out, 1 chest in. That does assume that we can carry a chest by ourselves. Here with 1 companion, 3-minute walk from where the king's. I guess it doesn't say we have to take the king... take the chests to the king. We could take the king to the chests. If we take the king to the chests, it's only 6 minutes. Let's try that.
I'll have the answer shortly. Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
Although, really, he's a king and we're not. You would expect us to take all the stuff to him. You did it. Rather than taking the treasure chests to the king, you need to bring the king to the treasure chests. Then you just need to do one round trip. Yeah, but look. Look at the expressions on those guards. They clearly did not expect you to do that. I don't think the king expected you to do that either. That was a fascinating one, Emiliana. The puzzle was perfectly fine, but the way you opened that box when I specifically asked you not to was not. I am sorry. I just couldn't help myself. The curiosity would kill me if I didn't look. Because Catriel is a cat, as we've established. Someone had the forethought to put a dust sheet over the armchair, it seems. Okay, just the mirror then. Okay, that's a really cute ghost. Look at this little ribbon. The mirror, the reflection, it's hideous. It's adorable, actually, Emiliana. Oh, right then, we found it. So it won't be long before... Yes, you're right. Any moment now. One is advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Rooster. I presume this is the morbid mirror? Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it here in the cellar is unexpected. We were told it was in a cellar. Nevertheless, this is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting, as it does, a singularly unpleasant visage. Even as we speak. That is your own face, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. It is said that the looking glass harbours magical powers. One is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Perhaps you are acquainted with it. Deep reflections. It's a laser puzzle. Okay. Get your light to shine on the treasure at the bottom of the lake. Beneath the water lie mysterious crystals that reflect light just like mirrors. If you select one of these crystals, it more than doubles in size and can change the direction in which the light travels. They say something happens if the treasure is illuminated. Okay. So the light comes in here. What happens if I do that then? And then that, and let's make this one bigger. And this one, I think? That one? And this, nope. Not quite there. Okay. This one. No. This? No. What if I make this bigger? Ooh, and then this one. And then this one. And then this one. Haha! did it?
I'll have the answer shortly. Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
You did it! When the light reached the treasure, it mysteriously floated up to the surface. Looks like it was searching for a new owner. There's more than one way to get the light to reach the treasure. You can do it by making 4 crystals bigger, or 8. Play around with it and see how many ways you can find. I think I made 8 of them bigger, right? I definitely made more than 4 bigger.
Executed most keenly, ma'am, if I may venture to remark. Logic is a powerful tool indeed. It couldn't have been simpler. Now, if you will be kind enough to excuse me, I have a prior matter to attend to.
It kind of looks like that mirror wasn't a mirror. Looking behind them right now. Butlering is a busy profession, I see. Never mind that, look at this! There's a void behind the mirror. Ah, severed head! Save your vocal cords, Emiliana. It's just a mannequin's head. Yes, the head is positioned so it appears to be an image in the center of the mirror.
Oh yes, and in fact this isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass.
Yeah, it's a one-way mirror. So that it's a mirror, I guess, unless the thing behind it is lit up. That's the sort of thing it is. Yeah, it's only a mirror if what's behind it is dark. Actually, that just makes it like a regular piece of glass. Butler is busy setting up the next trick, right?
You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it, look.
Which gives the illusion of a severed head reflected in a mirror.
And Laura, the mystery of the morbid mirror is solved.
Gosh, that only leaves one of the White House horror stories remaining. We're murdering this investigation. Yes, it seems that rather than working separately, joining forces has really paid off. Hello, Haunter. I'm doing fine. I hope you had a good birthday.
If you think so, I don't.
Oh?
What I need for a successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. Other people are a distraction. Thanks for the pep talk, Emiliana. Talk about thinking you're top dog. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly the morbid mirror is just another trick. Somebody around here is setting up these so-called supernatural phenomena.
Is everything alright, Miss Layton? I just had a strong sense that somebody is watching us.
The last of the 6 horrors, you mean?
The searching soul. I couldn't say, but I think it would be a good idea to return to the living room. Ah, we got the head of the cute ghost. Salmon patties and chocolate cake sounds really nice. Hunter. Madame Dublay's maid has heard tell of a nightmarish mirror in a cellar of the White residence that turns people's reflections into a hideous image.
Oh, look at it though! It's not hideous! It's adorable!
What a silly little trick. There's nothing remotely frightening about this. It's when you're not expecting it that it scares you, isn't it? That's strange. No Wooster. But he was just in here, wasn't he?
Look!
It's a ghost!
That's someone in a sheet!
Woo! Woo! Sheet ghost, sheet ghost. Where did it go? It just vanished. No, it went down the corridor over there. Oh, listen, I can hear footsteps. Is someone climbing the stairs? Or something. Come along, everyone. After it. I bet it's Lisa. Are you all right, Lisa? Goodness me, whatever's the matter, you all look white as sheets. Says the person with red sheets.
Where's the ghost? We were hot on its heels.
It doesn't appear to be in here, though. It must have vanished. You didn't see anything then, Lisa? Oh dear, you haven't been plagued by a terrifying ghost, have you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, the house really is cursed. You didn't see anything yourself, Lisa? No, nothing. I've just been here in this room, though. Well, this is where the ghost was heading, and there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Catriel, that it passed through a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral things. It could have simply disappeared. Just like they appear out of nowhere sometimes, too. Lisa, do you have any idea why ghosts might be appearing in your home? No idea whatsoever. Although, I feel like I do understand how a ghost must feel sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark? The poor ghost must be very lonely, I imagine. I imagine she's very lonely by the seeming of it. I think they wander around looking for company, really. Just like in this puzzle. Ah, another puzzle. A black and white conundrum. The black ghosts travel along the white paths and the white ghosts travel along the black paths. They've been split up from their friends in the black and white maze. Use the 5 panels to connect the maze paths so the white ghosts are reunited with each other and the black ghosts are reunited with each other too. Press and hold A to pick up panels so you can move them and complete the maze in the right-hand frame. The panels that are already placed cannot be moved. And it sounds like the panels that we're placing can't be rotated either. Okay. So we need something to get this white ghost out here. So I think it's going to have to be that one. Is that the only one that connects to that? Let's just check. Actually, this one might. But then that's not going to connect up with the other one that's already in there, so we do that. And that takes us down to here, so we need something that connects in there, which is in the same place, which means it's got to be this one. We need to keep connecting the black path, so this, and then that. So now the white ghosts can travel down a thing towards each other. And I mean, we've only got one thing left, so that doesn't work. Huh. Oh no, wait. No. Okay, it's not like that at all. What if we put that there? And this. That still connects the white ghosts. But I feel like we've messed it up for the black ghosts. Just a sec, I'm going to reset it. Let's try and work out getting the black ghosts in. Yeah, it's not easy to see, is it? It's really throwing my eyes off. Just a second. No, we've blocked off the black ghosts again. Hints! The white ghosts connect the black, take the black paths, black ghosts take the white path, connect the black paths so the white ghosts at the top, left and centre can go around the area where the top right black ghost is located. So the white ghosts can go around the area where the top right black ghost is. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. But in doing so, I've disconnected... Actually, wait. Will this still work now? Connect the white paths so the black ghosts in the bottom left and top right can go around the area where the top left white ghost is connected. No, is located in an N-shaped path. Okay, right. Right, sorry, let's read that one again. Nope. Connect the white paths so the black ghosts at the bottom left and top right can go around the area where the top left white ghost is located in an N-shaped path. Okay, N-shaped. So we're going up there. Right. So we're going up there. We need something to connect in the corner there, maybe. N-shaped path. N-shaped path, yes. Oh. That doesn't quite work. Wait just a second, I'm going to swap these two. And then I think both paths are complete. Yes! I think. Yep. Yes, okay. Okay.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
You did it! Now the black and white maze is all joined up again and the pairs of ghosts have been reunited. Rightfully good of you. People are so scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Unlike me, all alone in this ridiculously large house. You're not on your own, you've got a butler. Lisa. I suppose the ghost we saw was the so-called searching soul. Yes, and I didn't see any signs of trickery this time, unlike the other 5 apparently supernatural phenomena. You didn't see any signs of trickery? Like the fact it had a sheet over its head and made noises and made footstep noises? So perhaps, golly, it was a real ghost. No. Of course it wasn't. This must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. I bet all these fake ghost stories are basically just an attempt to find friends for Lisa. The particular White House horror of which Madame Dublé has heard, which tells of a wandering soul that roams the corridors of the White residence. Alright, let's solve the case. Now I've uncovered the truth. This mystery is history. Interesting. I've just completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well then, it looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors and the ghosts that roam its corridors. It seems we've both arrived at the truth at the same time. How disappointing. Let's go and tell Lisa, shall we? Lisa, we've managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings here. You have? Goodness! That's a surprise, I must say. Nobody else managed to. I was expecting you to be a little happier at the news. Oh no, I am happy. Please do tell me everything you've learnt. And let's make friends. It turns out the ghosts here weren't haunting the house after all. What they've been haunting is your heart.
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss, setting the people who came to investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
I'm so sorry. I just needed company. I needed someone to talk to. Anyone. I just couldn't bear it any longer.
See ya, Hunter.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
Oh, Catriel. You're too kind.
And don't worry, I'll give you my very best consultation rate.
You're going to charge her? You realise Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once.
See you later, Nick.
You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club for people interested in that sort of thing. It's called the Supernaturalists.
It is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could.
I'd wear clothes if I could, says Shell, wearing clothes.
Anyway, I'm pleased for Liza.
Oh, of course, that was a pun on the fact we were using we were going from naturalists to naturists, I guess. About the clothes.
At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now. She sent this photograph. Look.
I say.
Shocking.
Aww. She was a ghost of her true potential for so long. Just waiting in that big lonely house for someone to notice her, to be her friend. Now she has dozens of friends, and she can finally start enjoying her life. Save, save, save. A new coda has been added. A new shop has been added to Passers-by. A new level has been added to Hound in the Pound. Alright, let's do the coda. Ghost exercises. Woo! Woo! I am the ghost of the White House. Run! Run for your lives, powerless mortals! Oh. If you don't run, I will reveal the horror of my true form. Run before terror grips you. Ah! Even the scream does not dare emerge from your mouth. Haha, I will spare you today. But I will be back.
How
did I do, Wooster? Did I scare you today?
Regrettably not, ma'am. The performance had one or two holes, if you will forgive the impertinence. Your had a distinctly beastly quality to it, ma'am, rather than a ghostly one. It was something of a mixed metaphor, shall we say.
Oh dear, I don't seem to have done very well. Scaring people is really very tricky.
Indeed, ma'am. However, if I may offer some small insights, there is perhaps one fundamental rule to observe.
Yes?
A conviction, ma'am. One must not merely wish to scare people. One must wish to terrify them to their very cores.
But how, Wooster?
Your curiosity will be your end. You will never leave this house. Instead, you will remain here for all eternity, in an endless cycle of torment and despair. A ghost must convince its victims that all hope is lost, ma'am.
I see. I thought you were actually saying that to me for a moment.
And the dread must show in the eyes, ma'am. The voice must come from the very depths of the abyss. Mwah! Forgive the maladroit performance, ma'am, but perhaps some useful pointers have been demonstrated.
You're too scary, Wooster.
Indeed, ma'am. I was endeavouring to give an understated delivery so as not to offend.
I'm afraid that's understated for you, Wooster. It's still extremely terrifying.
I confess it has been brought to my attention that my visage has a certain unworldly quality, ma'am. It is unfortunate, since I am, as you are aware, a most jovial and cheerful person, ma'am.
Oh, well, to be honest, that's something of a surprise to me, actually. Well, anyway, I think my friends will be arriving soon, so perhaps we'd better end today's practice there.
Very good, ma'am. Might I inquire whose company we will have the pleasure of sharing today, ma'am?
Oh, it's just another supernaturalists gathering, that's all. But we're going to try to summon aliens today. Then we'll be having a party as usual, Wooster. So if you could make the necessary preparations.
Of course, ma'am. I shall brace myself for the fright I will no doubt encounter in the morning, when I awaken to tidy up, ma'am. Ah.
Alright, let's see this new passers-by then.
Diamond Dream.
Ooh, 3 people. Okay. Must-haves, tiara extras. Okay. So if we put a tiara there, and then these here. Wait. Actually, I think we want a tiara there. And something like this, but I'm not certain if that's the right order. For the people who are coming through. Okay, no, he is going that way. Okay, good. That's the right order. £1 which I'm not great at. The ball up high will roll down and squash the shell if the block supporting it drops, and it's not a tennis ball. Okay. Block supporting it drops. Hooray, level complete. Yeah, because I didn't manage to finish the jump one. Maybe one of these days I'll go back to it. Maybe one of these days. We don't have a new ideal meal person, do we? Nope. In that case, it's time to pick a new case. Case 6, an unexpected windfall. Something's been stolen from the brand new vault at Layton's Reserve Bank. Can Cat get it back? Let's see if I can. Did that say long roll? Is this definitely the place Inspector Hastings asked us to meet him, Ernest? Yes, miss. In front of the Layton's Reserve Bank, he said. Well, it doesn't appear to be open yet. I wonder what the inspector wants.
Maybe it's some problem at the bank. I don't trust banks. Apart from Barclays.
Oh dear. Barclays being a UK bank, for anyone who doesn't get that pun.
It's all in the name.
It's also not spelt like that, but you know. Well, he didn't mention anything like that. He just telephoned the agency and asked us to meet him here. That was all. He's always doing this. That man never gets to the point.
Well, anyway, it's a pretty impressive building, isn't it?
Yes, it's amazing to think that just 10 years ago, no one had even heard of the Layton's Reserve Bank.
Well, this building doesn't look new.
I expect the bank bought it from someone else, that's why. It's very important for a bank to portray the right image, you see, Shell. In its name, its logo, and its office buildings.
Barclays just has a kennel as its logo. I like it.
Oh, there's Inspector Hastings now, coming out from inside the bank. Yes, and he looks troubled. I smell a case in the making. I wonder what it's going to be.
Ah, there you are, Cat. Thanks for coming.
Good morning, Inspector. You have a new case for me, I take it.
Spot on. In fact, you were asked for personally.
You mean somebody else asked for me to investigate, not you?
Spot on again. Your little agency is getting quite a name for itself now. I said I'd get in touch with you on the gentleman's behalf. I felt quite pleased with myself as it happens.
Well, I'm glad the agency is becoming more widely known, but I'm not sure what that has to do with you, Inspector.
Well, I'm the one who cottoned on to your great puzzle-solving abilities, aren't I? Takes a keen eye to spot a good investigator. Cat.
It's been a while since I've done Hastings. I need to get the voice back in.
He knows... Nope. He knows how to blow his own trumpet, explains the big nose.
Well, it's jolly good news that the agency is getting the recognition it deserves, don't you think? It's a tribute to your wonderful detective skills, Miss Layton.
Blimey, listen to me guessing. Come on, we better go in. The gentleman in question has specifically requested we keep this investigation hush-hush. Mum's the word, alright?
Yes, Mum. Well, let's go in so we can find out what this is all about then. Actually, let's first investigate the outside of the bank and the people. Yeah, long roller. There must be a bit of a breeze today. That long banner with the bank logo on it is swaying gently, look. Hint coin. Let's talk to Mushroom Head. Sorry, Bob Brackett.
The sign on the door says it's closed, but I saw a woman inside before. In other words, it's closed, open brackets, unless we like you and want to let you in, close bracket.
Banks. Is it a private joke or something you can share?
Yeah. You scared me. Anyway, it's nothing. Don't you worry about it. I'm not worried, but I am sort of curious.
Random laughing man outside the bank, okay. Ah, Mr. Tor. I didn't know you banked here.
Oh, hello, Miss Layton. I don't know where I'm at, to be honest. Mav sent me this puzzle and I just can't solve it.
Really? Mr. Rector sets puzzles?
Sometimes, yes. You couldn't help me solve it, could you? Here, let me show it to you.
Puzzle. The Money of Colour. There's a wall with 12 sections that need to be painted, just like the ones in the picture. Red along the outside edge on the left, blue along the outside edge on the right, and purple in the centre. A pot of paint for one section costs £10 for red, £10 for blue, and £30 for purple. How much is the paint going to cost? Try to figure out the minimum possible price. So it's got to be minimum possible price because we can just mix red and blue to make purple. We don't need to actually buy purple paint that costs more than... It costs more than twice. Except I'm not sure we'll get that exact purple if we mix that red and blue, but we also haven't been told how much paint is needed to paint each bit of it. Oh wait, no wait, a pot of paint for one section. Okay, so one pot of paint per section. And 12 sections. And if we're mixing the purple ourselves, that means we get one pot of each. And we can paint the 2 sections in purple. So it's just 12 times 10. So 120. Right?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Yes.
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it. 6 red pots and 6 blue pots gives a total cost of £120. Mixing 1 pot of red paint with 1 pot of blue paint gives 2 pots worth of purple paint. Take care to get the quantities right when you're mixing them. There, that's how it's done. Is that a help, Mr. Tar?
Brilliant. You made that look so easy. I suppose you detectives are primed for puzzle solving. I'll bear you in mind next time I'm stuck.
There's always hint coins at the top of those light fixtures, huh? I say, it's a jolly grand building, isn't it? Very striking, just like a bank ought to be.
This is the main entrance. No customers queuing up yet though, eh?
Okay, I think we're done out here. Into the foyer. That is quite grand. Gosh, it feels deserted in here without any customers, doesn't it? Oh, there's a woman over there though, look.
Yes. She's not a customer, that's the general manager of the bank.
The general manager? She's very important then.
You said it, Sunshine. The Layman's Reserve Bank has branches all over the country. Each one has a branch manager, and that lady there is the manager of all those managers. The gentleman who asked for this investigation said she'd fill us in on the details.
All right then, let's get filled in. After we nosy around though. Ooh, a puzzle.
A pen on every desk.
People visiting the bank can use these desks to write on if they need to.
Mucky pups. They should write on paper, not the desks. Oh look, there's a puzzle with the pen on this one.
In this picture, a square is coloured in if it has lines drawn around it. Can you make it so that 4 or more squares are coloured in? If you select a pencil, the pencil would disappear and a line will appear in its place. The line is drawn in the direction the pencil was facing. Select the pencils in order to draw the necessary lines. You can also delete lines by selecting them. A square is coloured if it has lines drawn around it. Right, so wait, so this, if I click this pencil, have we got to go in order? Okay. So like one, yes, we do have to go in order. Oh. Okay. We have to draw a square each time. Huh. Why doesn't that work? Alright, so okay, so we can do that. Okay, if we can do that, that's... No, that doesn't work. We had something of a lack of instructions here. That, and then this one in the corner. There we go.
This puzzle's got some bite. That was too easy.
You did it. You boxed off those squares nicely, but the whole lot ended up being coloured in the end. Well, yes. That was jolly spiffing, Shell. You've obviously been taking notes from Miss Layton.
Well, you know, Pinstripes, I might have lost my memory, but I haven't lost my mind.
The interior of the building is every bit as imposing as the exterior. This is just one of the many desks for signing important documents, it seems. Each desk even has its own lamp. Speaking of lamps. Okay, I guess I have to talk to the lady now. Oh wait, maybe...
That's the reception desk, where customers have to go first when they come in here.
Okay. Hello, I understand you're the general manager of the bank.
That's right, love. And who are you, coming in here with your dirty dog? We're not open to the public yet.
I'm sorry?
Gosh, have we done something to offend? No, sorry, madame. She's not a member of the public. This is the detective who'll be investigating the case for you.
Detective?
This little girl? Are you sure she's up to the task? This is a very complicated Nope, this is a very complicated case, you know. I do understand, ma'am, but I assure you, Miss Layton here is highly accomplished in her field.
Well, let's hope so, because I demand perfection. Any slip-ups and I'll have to ask you to drop it. Please rest assured, I'll solve the case for you perfectly. Of course, I'll need you to give me as many details as you can first. Would that be alright? Yes, I suppose so. Miss Layton, wasn't it? Yes, Catriel Layton of the Layton Detective Agency, and my assistant here is Ernest Greaves. Hello, I'm Bianca Teller. As you already know, Miss Layton, I'm the General Manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Oh, please, call me Catriel. No, I'd rather not. First names can be a source of confusion. Using people's full names is the perfect solution.
This husky is a real barrel of laughs, isn't she?
Well then, perhaps you could explain exactly what the problem is.
It's a sensitive matter to be treated with complete discretion, do you understand?
Your secrets are safe with me, as safe as this bank's vault.
Which is probably the problem. Are you being sarcastic?
No, I wasn't meaning to be. Is there some problem with the bank's vault then?
Yes, I pride myself on my perfect security measures here, but we've been victims of grand larceny.
I say, someone robbed the bank? How much was taken?
100 million sterling in notes. Oof, that's a lot of money.
I see, 100 million.
Wait, 100 million?
An unexpected windfall.
Did she just say 100 million, Shell?
I don't think I can have heard her correctly.
How much is 100 million? How many bags of dog biscuits would that buy? Several million, Shell.
That would buy you all the dog biscuit manufacturers in the world, Shell.
Really? I don't think I could eat all of them. Are you talking to your dog? You do realise the gravity of this case, don't you? It could undermine the whole bank. Trust me to get lumbered with a detective who talks to her dog. I asked for her especially, Bianca.
Oh, Mr. Sloane's. I wasn't expecting you, sir.
Weren't you? It's my bank that's been robbed, in it. Don't want the boffs breathing down your neck, is that it?
No, of course not, sir.
Well, you clearly aren't taken with my choice of detective, that's for sure and certain.
Oh, no, sir. I'm sure you've chosen perfectly. I'll cooperate with Miss Layton in any way I can.
Glad to hear it, lass, because she'll be handling the investigation alongside the good gentleman from Scotland Yard.
Oh, yes, of course, sir. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of it.
Were his boots that shiny when he walked in here, or has someone been licking them? Ugh.
Well, at least that means she'll stop treating Miss Layton like a schoolgirl. If you'll excuse me then, Miss Layton, now that Mr. Sloane's is here, I must be getting on. Oh, sorry, I hope we haven't kept you. It's just that the branch manager had to be taken into hospital, you see.
Gosh, people sustained injuries in the incident?
Oh, the doctors say it's not that serious, but he hasn't regained consciousness yet. So having to fill in for him at the moment. I see. Well, you're obviously very busy. Excuse me then, sir. I'll get on.
So we haven't properly been introduced yet, have we? I'm Grant Sloanes, owner of this bank. I have a few businesses, actually. This is just one of them. It were Madame Doublé who told me about you. So when I spoke to Inspector Hastings, I made sure he understood I wanted you on the case.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Sloanes. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. He certainly looks the part, doesn't he? He's a giant. He really packs a punch.
He'll punch you if he hears you, Pinstripes.
Yeah, what's that, lad? Oh, no, I mean, nothing. I believe I've seen you before, Mr. Sloanes. The premiere of No Sub for Love, wasn't it? At the Savoy.
Oh yes, that's right. You solved that one as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Does that mean you're one of the so-called 7 dragons?
Well, it's not a title I would have chosen for myself, but yes, people do call me that. Anyway, enough chats, let's get down to business.
Yes, of course. Miss Teller informed me you've had a break-in.
That's an understatement. 100 million quid's hardly a break-in. Anyway, break-in, burglary, grand larceny, whatever you want to call it, it needs sorting. And fast. So first things first, let's show our young detective here the vault, where the money was, Inspector. Right you are, Mr. Sloanes. I've already got the lads from the yard investigating down there. It's all in the basement, of course. I'll explain more once we're down there.
To the basement.
So this is where the incident took place. That's the master vault of the Layman's Reserve Bank. 100 million quid in cash went missing from inside there.
I say, it's enormous.
That's not a vault, that's a room! It was discovered missing early this morning. Looks like a classic case of grand larceny. So we gotta catch the crook who did it and get the dough back as quickly as possible, Cat.
You say the people from Scotland Yard are already investigating the vault, Inspector? Have you found any evidence that might suggest who did this?
Not a flaming sausage. It would have taken a pro to crack this safe, that's for sure, but even pros leave a trail usually. Well, not this time.
That is strange. I'll need to ask some questions.
Just before you do, love.
Yes, Mr. Sloanes?
I think I'd like to see this great mind of yours in action first. Let's see if you can solve this brain teaser. It's not that I doubt your abilities, don't worry. I've heard nothing but good things about you. But I never deal with anyone until I've seen them roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty with my own eyes.
Password ABCs. Now, what was the password to the safe? It's 6 letters long and uses the letters A, B, and C. Use the pointers in the memo to figure out the correct password and open the safe. The same letter is repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. The same letter never appears 3 or more times in a row. The letters A and C appear with the same frequency, which is less than the frequency of the letter B. After a C, there is always an A. Okay, it's 6 letters long. The same letter is repeated twice in a row in 2 different places, but never 3 times or more in a row. A and C have the same frequency, which is less than the frequency of B. And C, after C, always an A. So, okay, it's B, B, C, A, B, B then.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it! The light shines the light shines brightly and the safe opens. What could be inside? Well, Mr. Sloanes, I hope that's instilled some confidence in you about my abilities. Oh, golly, what's wrong? He's just glaring at us.
Miss Layton. I don't understand. She solved the puzzle. Why is he looking so fierce?
cracking stuff, love. That's just what I was expecting, even better.
Oh, I think that was his pleased look.
Remind me never to look when he's upset.
Thank you. So, will you tell us the details of the case now?
Of course, gladly. The mystery of the missing 100 million. It's up to you to solve it now.
I'll do my very best to confine this mystery to history, Mr. Sloanes. Right. Before we get into investigating, I need another drink. I will be back. And I have returned. Right. Investigate the area in front of the vault. From the left. A hint coin. Why is there an axe? I guess it's a fire axe.
Hello, hello, hello. What have we here? Miss Layton and her trusty assistant Ernest Graves, I see.
Hello, PC Beat. This is an amazing vault, isn't it? Although I imagine opening and closing it must be hard work.
Aha! I had the self-same thought when I saw how thick this door was, but it turns out it's motorised.
All you have to do is enter the code and press the button, and hey presto, it opens automatically. So you don't need to be big and burly to open the vault then, I see. Not at all, Miss Layton. Even you'd be able to open it if you knew the code. Okay. Just look how thick and heavy this door is. The vault can only be opened by entering the correct password. The correct passcode. And the only 3 people who know that code are Mr. Sloanes himself, Miss Teller, who you met before, and the manager of this branch, a Mr. Shinplasters, who's now in hospital, of course. So in other words, no one can open the vault apart from those 3 people, I see. So I guess the robbers convinced the manager to do it and then knocked him out so he couldn't tell anyone who it was. Is that what we're supposed to believe? It's probably not that. When the security guard noticed there was a problem this morning, he found the vault door open already. And the branch manager was out cold on the floor. So presumably he was the one who opened the vault then. That's the only explanation we've been able to come up with so far, yes. We had a good look at the vault door, but there are no signs of it being forced or jemmied in any way. I mean, it could be that the branch manager was found in there unconscious because he found the problem first, walked in there and fainted on the spot and knocked himself out. A great big door like this one would be impossible to force open, surely. Exactly. So either Shinplasters was coerced into opening the vault, or the criminal slipped in after he opened it for himself. Now, the only 2 possible explanations as far as I can tell, right? Yes. Oh man, look at this. Look at the vaulted ceiling on the vault. What a solid construction. It seems inconceivable that the walls or door could have been compromised. Hint coin, hint coin? No hint coin there. You'd never normally have the chance to see inside a bank's vault, would you? It's a very impressive looking vault, Mr. Sloanes. Ah, yes. This is the Hermit 5000. Hermetically sealed and totally indestructible. You could fire a shell from a tank at this thing and the contents would be unharmed. In fact, it's not really enough to call it a vault. This thing is a fortress. Wowee. Does it need to be so tough? I made it myself, lad. Well, one of the companies I own did, anyway. Really? You own a company that makes vaults for banks? Let me tell you something, lad. It's not just people's money that a bank's vault keeps safe. It's the bank's integrity and its customers' trust. Oh, that would be a smashing slogan for your new vault. So, as soon as we'd completed the manufacture of the Hermit 5000, I had it installed here at the bank. I thought it would give our customers even more peace of mind. That's what I thought. I can't believe it's been breached so easily. I misjudged that one and no mistake. So it's the latest model, this vault. The latest vault model. So who knows how it works? The people who made it, right? The bank's Hermit 5000 is the latest model of vault, and made by another of Sloane's companies.
It opens with a code, and there's no sign of forced entry. This must be security. I understand you were the first person on the scene, is that right? You're a security guard here, aren't you? He looks upset.
Yeah, that's right. I still can't believe it. How could this have happened?
That's what we're trying to find out. Could you tell us what you saw this morning, please?
Well, it's my job to keep watch in the foyer area overnight, you see. From when the bank closes one day to the next morning. I was keeping a lookout all night, but I swear I never spotted nothing strange.
That's a double negative, sir. So you did spot something strange.
Then early in the morning, Mr. Shinplaster showed up as usual. He's the boss, see?
And does Mr. Shinplasters always come in early to work?
Yeah, he's always very busy, so he usually tries to get in before everyone else. He must have had something to do in the vault because he went straight through the foyer and headed downstairs. Not long after that, I heard him cry out. So I ran down here as quick as I could. And when I got here, the vault door was wide open.
Did you look inside the vault at that time?
Well, I was worried, see? I thought there might be a robber in there or something. But I thought I should be brave, so I just peeked in quickly. And that's when I saw the body flat out on the floor.
Wait. You're a security guard, sir! It shouldn't have been really brave to take a quick peek in. But that was actually Mr. Shinplasters, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And there was no one else about at all. Not in the vault or out of it.
What did you do next?
I dialed 999 straight away, of course. And then I called Miss Teller. She's the general manager. You're supposed to call the general manager if there's anything not right, see? When she showed up and saw the vault, she nearly had a heart attack. 100 million quid gone.
So it was Miss Teller who first realised how much was missing? I mean, it could have been Mr. Shinplasters, given that he may have fainted, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not my business knowing how much is stashed in the vault, see? Then the boys in blue showed up, the ambulances. It was like carnival around here, and that's all I can tell you.
And is it right that Mr. Shinplaster still hasn't regained consciousness?
That's what I was told, yeah. He broke both his legs as well, but they said it wasn't life-threatening. I was wondering why he was called Mr. Shinplasters. I guess his shins are in plaster now.
There's a good chance he saw the culprit, though. What a dreadful shame we can't get a statement from him.
Actually, so I guess my theory that he walked in, saw it was all gone and fainted doesn't really work if both his legs are broken.
Yes, that's frustrating. Still, we must push on with the investigation as best we can. After all we've been told so far, this does seem like a rather a strange case, doesn't it? There's no trace of robbery at all, not a single scrap of evidence.
That's exactly the problem we're facing in our investigation, Sunshine.
Well, before we give up hope, let's just look around inside the vault. That would be alright, wouldn't it, Mr. Sloanes?
Of course, I'll give you the guided tour.
Guided tour of the vault, huh? Let's go.
So this is what the inside of a vault looks like.
It's enormous, isn't it? And so shiny, the entire thing is made of metal.
That's for security. The walls are just as thick as the door, made from heavy metal plate.
How could anyone manage to steal anything from such an impenetrable box?
I mean, I'm looking at the ventilation back there and,
The answers are located within, Ernest. That's why we need to investigate. Inspector Hastings, were these pallets positioned like this when the vault was discovered open this morning?
Absolutely. Apart from taking the unconscious Mr. Shimblasters away in an ambulance, the scene's exactly as it was found. Apparently the missing money was stacked up on those pallets here.
The banknotes weren't inside a case or a box or anything then?
Nope, not according to Miss Teller's statement anyway.
All those notes would have been rather heavy, wouldn't they? One person alone couldn't have taken them all, surely. Perhaps we're looking for a group of robbers.
Nope, I have an idea. If it was a bunch of notes just on those pallets, I'm just sort of looking at that fan and going, maybe they went out that way. Maybe someone, like, used the fan to blow them out. That's a fair point, Sunshine. Bank heists are often carried out by more than one person. There's a good chance you're right. Yeah, look, they're right next to that giant fan. And the title of this case was Unexpected Windfall. So yeah, this fan turned on, sucked all the banknotes through, and they went wherever the other end of this ventilation is. That's my theory. I say, what an incredibly large fan. That, lad, is the heart of the Hermit 5000's ventilation system. The air temperature and humidity are kept constant at all times.
But why do you need air conditioning in a vault? People only come in for very short periods of time, surely.
We don't just keep cash in our bank's vaults, you see. We store expensive jewellery and works of art for our customers too. Things like that can be ruined by even the slightest variations in temperature or humidity. The Hermit 5000 isn't just as strong as an ox, it's as gentle as a lamb to the things inside it as well.
I found myself needing to double check what hermetically sealed means.
Yeah, if it's hermetically sealed, it's airtight. And yet it has air conditioning.
Oh, I see. Yes, rather like the air conditioning that's used in museums and art galleries, of course.
That's the idea, lad, yeah. Although I have to confess, the fan's been on the blink a bit recently, so we've had to turn it off. Obviously that doesn't affect the security of the vault in any way, though.
I see, so the air outside the vault is managed using a large fan, which is connected to the ventilation system. Big ventilation fan. Part of the air conditioning system used to maintain temperature and humidity levels inside the vault, to prevent paper and other materials being damaged.
Yeah, it was definitely involved with the fan. Whether it was deliberate or not, we don't know yet. But absolutely, the fan just sucked all of those banknotes. I mean, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because normally the banknotes would be wrapped into little bundles, but... Shush.
Look, Miss, gold bullion bars, and so many of them. That's what I would expect to see inside a large bank's vault, really.
What is it? Have you spotted something, Cat?
How long has this bullion been in the vault, Inspector? Do you know?
They told me it's been sitting here for about a month now.
In other words, the thief or thieves who stole the £100 million would have also seen this gold, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but it's easier to get rid of banknotes than gold, I guess. But also, gold doesn't go through the air ventilation. Yeah, that's true, but Miss Teller informs me that every bar is accounted for. No gold was taken.
Why, though? What thief wouldn't be dazzled by all those gold bars?
Yeah, that's a bit odd, come to mention it. I'd have had it away and no mistake. I mean, not that theft's ever crossed my mind. Ever. I was just speaking hypothetically, alright?
I think even you'd struggle to make off with much of this gold, Inspector. It's extremely heavy. It's not something you'd want to be trying to move in a hurry.
Yeah, that makes sense. It would have slowed whoever it was down too much. So you think that's why the gold was left untouched and only the readies got taken, do you?
It's only a theory, but yes. We won't know for sure until we've investigated more thoroughly. Nah, it's because they're too heavy to fly up the thing. Even the ceiling of the vault is made of thick metal plate, I see. It doesn't look as if it would be easy to force these little metal doors open either. Ooh, puzzle. Oh look, there's a puzzle in here. Golly, in the vault? Do you think it's a particularly valuable puzzle, miss? A puzzle's value lies in how interesting it is to the person solving it. Let's find out what this one's worth, shall we? Number lineup. There are some pieces of paper hanging up with numbers on them, and one of them is missing. Which number do you think is written on the missing piece of paper? Oh, that's easy. It's a 2. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's a 2.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it! The numbers are lined up in order. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. Well, with puzzles that interesting to stimulate my mind, I could stand to be a hermit, I think. Are there any more of them in here?
Hey, they don't want your paw prints all over this nice shiny metal. Stop touching everything.
But what if I want to touch everything?
No windows, of course. That would be silly.
I think this place... No, I should think this would be a trying place indeed for any claustrophobia sufferers. Indeed. Ah, so there are individual little safe deposit boxes built into the inside walls of the vault, I see. Oh, golly, is this the chalk outline of...
Shinplaster's the branch manager. Yep, this is where he was found this morning. It looked like he hit his head when he fell to the floor and knocked himself out, so they took him off in an ambulance, like I said. I had the lads mark out where he was found, just in case it turns out to be important.
It rather makes it look like a murder scene, doesn't it?
Luckily, I don't think there's any chance of that. They say his injuries aren't life-threatening.
But he hasn't regained consciousness yet, has he?
Nope, the bloke's been away with the fairies ever since he was discovered. Which is a right pain in terms of my investigation. If we could just ask him what he saw, we'd be in a much better position.
Ah, hello DC Booker. So you're working on this case, are you? Could you tell us what you found out, Constable?
Of course. Well, I've interviewed a number of key people, and oh yes, here it is. Apparently, there was works of art and very expensive pieces of jewellery in the vault here, as well as the gold. However, the thief or thieves only took banknotes to the value of 100 million sterling.
So everything else was untouched. It is peculiar, that. Perhaps whoever it was just couldn't be bothered to go through all the drawers. There are a lot of them. And also it seems like the drawers need to be unlocked individually, Catriel.
Don't assume the criminal was as bone idle as you, Cat.
Perhaps it was just a matter of not having enough time to take anything other than the banknotes.
Pinstripes could have a point there, though.
Well, according to what it says here, works of art and things can be hard to sell on without leaving a trail, you see. Yes, that could be why only the cash was taken.
Apart from that, it just says here that I need to carry on investigating inside the vault. So...
I think we've seen enough in here for now.
Oh, Miss Layton, have you worked out who did it already?
No, I couldn't say just yet. We need to do a little more investigative work first.
Well, I'm afraid I've got a few business matters to see to, so I'll have to leave you to it if that's alright.
Absolutely. You can leave this in our hands, Mr. Sloanes.
Thank you, Miss Layton, and good luck. Right then, ta-ta for now.
Oh, I want to talk to him because he's the one I didn't talk to.
With his bank 100 million down, I'd say he's got more than a few business matters to attend to. So then, Cat, as a result of our investigations so far, here's my theory on what must have happened.
You have a theory, Inspector?
What do you look so surprised for? I'm a detective inspector, Cat. What I reckon is, the thief, or thieves, must have snuck into the bank sometime last night. Then he, or she, or they, waited for the branch manager to come in the morning, when he or she, or they, forced him to enter the security code. Now he or she, or they, only nicked the cash because it was the first thing he or she, or they, saw. And he or she, or they, didn't bother with the gold because it would have slowed him or her, not them, down very much during... him or her, or them, down too much during the getaway. In the end, he or she, or they, boshed shin plasters over the head and made a run for it. Well, what do you reckon? I think I've nailed it.
Except for the fact that the security guard would have seen someone leaving. He or she, or they, could have done that. But is that really what happened, I wonder?
What? You think I'm wide of the mark, do you?
Yes, because I'm pretty sure I've already solved this. Well, the security guard was in the foyer from the close of business yesterday, right through until this morning. But he claims there was nothing unusual at all nothing unusual in all that time, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but...
Not to mention the fact that immediately after the incident this morning, he says he didn't see anyone other than Mr. Shinplasters. So apart from being long-winded, your theory also fails to explain how he or she or they got in and got out of the bank unnoticed.
I suppose you got a point there. Back to the drawing board then.
What a shame. The bank will be in terrible trouble if we don't solve this soon. A theft of £100 million is going to be headline news all over the capital.
Well, that's why this is so hush-hush. The press can't get hold of it.
So you mean this incident hasn't been made public yet?
No, and Miss Teller's been pretty noisy about making sure we understand that is how it has to stay. It's bad news for the bank, this.
I'll say, if it's not dealt with in the proper way, it could mean they have to close down even.
So like I said before, mum's the word, got it? But as an officer of the law, I'm only at liberty to keep this from the public for 24 hours. So we gotta find the dough before the end of the day. Just make sure you don't go telling your neighbours about this or anything, alright? As if I'd say a woof to anyone.
That reminds me, I think we need to ask Miss Teller a few more questions. She had to dash off before, didn't she?
Well, she said that she'd be in her office if we needed her.
Alright then, shall we head up there now?
You go ahead. I'm going to stay here and push on with the investigation of the crime scene.
Bank robber. Whoever executed this heist somehow managed to get into the bank, open the vault, incapacitate the manager, and make off with 100 million in notes. Alright, let's go see the manager. Excuse the intrusion, but... Oh, Mr. Sloane's in here too.
Looks like he's deep in conversation with Miss Teller at the moment. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, Bianca. You're the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank, so you have to take responsibility when problems like this arise. If it gets out that we've lost 100 million quid, there'll be a rush on the bank. All our customers will want to take their deposits away. And if that happens, we're finished. Am I getting through to you?
Loud and clear, Mr. Sloanes.
Alright then, good. I've got a lot of faith in you though, Bianca. You'll weather this storm for us.
The thing is...
What?
Nothing. Forget it. So, where are you going now, Mr. Sloanes?
The ventilator in the Hermit's playing up. I've got to call the maintenance fellow and get him to take a look at it.
I see.
Bianca, if you got something to say, spit it out, lass.
No, really, it's nothing.
Alright then, if you're sure, I'll be off. Make sure you see to all Shimplaster's jobs as well, won't you?
Yes, I will. Golly, they're in a real fix, aren't they?
We've got to get the rotten mongrels that did this. Or mongrel. Ah, Miss Layton, I didn't see you there. How's the investigation coming along?
Well, I think we'd just, like to have a word with Miss Teller again.
Be my guest. Ta-ta for now, then.
Oh, it's you. I thought you were supposed to be investigating the robbery for us. Yes, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm a very busy woman, so if there's something you need from me, could we keep it short, please? I mean, after I've investigated your office. A gorgeous gift box for my collection. Ooh, there's a little safe here. Oh, look at that cute little safe! A world apart from the vault we were looking at before, isn't it? Perhaps we should install a safe like that in the office, miss. Sadly, Ernest, I don't have anything valuable enough to put in a safe, or much money to speak of.
And you've already got a safe place for all your documents, piled high on your desk.
You're interested in my safe now, are you? Well, obviously it's tiny compared to the Hermit 5000, but Mr. Sloane's had this one put in as well. So, it was made by his company as well? Yes, although I don't know much about his business affairs outside of the bank. Apparently he markets these little safes as being as tough as a bank's vault. Your boss is a very shrewd businessman, obviously. Mr. Sloane's is the perfect example of a manager as far as I'm concerned. Until now, he's mainly focused on the financial sector, but I think he's intending to branch out into other areas from now on. Gosh, he really is a very impressive man. Yes, it's quite extraordinary that in just 10 years, the Layman's Reserve Bank has opened branches all over the country. Ooh, a puzzle. This is a jolly fine plate, don't you think? Alright. Personally, I find the puzzle that's behind it more interesting. Gosh, I hadn't noticed. What a funny place to hide a puzzle. Spaceship SOS. There's a spaceship that's out of fuel and is just drifting in space. You need to get all the nearby energy orbs to it in order to power up its engines again. You can move the orbs horizontally, vertically and diagonally, either to fuse with other orbs or refuel the spaceship. Get them onto the spaceship either in one huge fused orb delivery or several smaller ones. You can't get around the asteroids, however. Okay. So if we just move that one into there. I guess we can put that one in there. Oh no, sorry, that one in there. Nope. In there. And that there. Ooh, wait. I think that didn't go well. I can't put that anywhere at the moment. Undo. Okay, this one into that one, and then up into the corner. And then I think we can do it. This down into here, across to here, across to here, up to there, up to there, this one down in there, and it's one great big delivery.
I have a feeling that perhaps... Thank goodness I got that right.
You did it! You've breathed life into the spaceship once more. It's time to fire up the engines and do some more interstellar exploration. Just watch the gauge this time, pilot. There, I did it, miss. I solved it. Oh, you did, Ernest. Just as well. I can't have my assistant being poor at puzzles. Absolutely not, miss. But there's no need to worry, I won't let you down. There's going behind that plate, though. And there. Ah, this pot looks like a genuine antique. You should think it's very valuable.
Oops, real flowers. They don't like being licked. I thought they were plastic.
Why were you licking plastic flowers, Shell? These papers here.
That's private bank business, thank you very much.
Oh, I am sorry. It becomes a habit, you see, when you're a detective. You do seem to have an awful lot of documents here, though, Miss Teller.
What, these? They're all insurance documents, not that it's anything to do with you.
I didn't realise Lehman's Reserve Bank offered insurance as well. Is that a new line of business you're pursuing? No, it's probably that they need to contact the insurance because they lost a lot of money.
No, this isn't insurance for our companies, this is our own insurance. The bank takes out insurance against unforeseen mishaps and the like. If there was a fire or some other unforeseen disaster, we'd get a payout to cover any losses.
Well, this is certainly an unforeseen disaster, isn't it? A bank robbery on this scale. It probably doesn't count for that, right?
Yes, that's true. It just goes to show you never know what's around the corner.
So the bank is insured. Oh.
Oh no, is this all a ploy to get the insurance money? The Layman's Reserve Bank has insurance to protect itself in the case of natural disaster or theft. It would normally be compensated for losses out of its control. So, you want to ask me something? Yes, that's right. I understand that the disappearance of the money from the vault hasn't been made public yet. Obviously, the bank doesn't intend to keep something like this a secret forever. But there could be repercussions far beyond the Layman's Reserve Bank itself. What do you mean? I mean that the disappearance of £100 million is likely to cause widespread financial uncertainty. And not just in London, all over the country. People will panic. That's why I've asked Inspector Hastings to keep the matter quiet until we've sorted it out as best we can. When the time is right, we'll issue a press release and the bank will take full responsibility for any areas where its handling of the situation has been less than perfect. I see, thank you, that explains it. Gosh, miss, I knew it was serious, but I didn't realise it was this serious. We have to find that missing money. Well, I think we've got the information we needed now. Thank you, Miss Teller. I don't see what any of that had to do with the robbery. What a waste of time. Don't worry. I assure you we'll track down the missing money. Well, I'm not holding out much hope. Oh, don't you think I'm up to the task? What? Oh, no, I didn't mean that. It doesn't matter, once all this is blown over, ha. I expect I'll be saying goodbye to my role as general manager in any case. But that's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault, is it, Miss Teller? It's the fault of whoever stole the money. Even so, the buck stops with me. I have to take responsibility for the bank's problems. And I don't imagine... Well, I can't see you catching the criminals in this case. Oh, don't worry, Miss Teller. Miss Layton's never been stumped by a mystery yet. I've no doubt she'll figure out who did this. Never been stumped. Well, I suppose I should be reassured. Leave. Did you find out anything useful talking to Bianca, then? Yes, she was very helpful, thank you. Although I don't think she believed what I was asking her to be relevant to the case. Not relevant? What on earth were you wasting time for, then? Oh, no. It's not a waste of time. Sometimes what seems irrelevant at first can later turn out to be a crucial piece of information. So really, any topic of conversation at all could be considered vital to the case. Yes, well, I suppose I can relate to that. It's the same in business. Oh, really? Talking to your business partners face to face is the only way you can get to know them, and them you. They say that most new business starts from an informal chat. So I fully understand how important it is to talk with folk. It's just a shame. Well, I'm not the greatest conversationalist myself. No, I can see that. Miss, but perhaps you shouldn't be quite so brutally honest. Come to think of it, I haven't had a good chat with Bianca for a while. Not a proper one, anyway. We used to have some quite involved conversations about business and the like. Oh, I didn't realise you and she had that kind of relationship. She's a cracking businesswoman, is Bianca. Always seeking perfection. I've had no qualms about the running of this bank in her hand. I've had no qualms leaving the running of the bank in her hands all these years. Anyway, I think I've done enough guessing, don't you? There's something about you, Miss Layton. I just find myself telling you stuff. I suppose that's the detective in you, eh?
I suppose it is.
Well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. What's your next move with the investigation?
Yes, I was thinking I'd like to have a look around outside the bank.
Outside? Is that relevant? Haha, you like to keep people guessing, don't you, lass? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your take on this whole affair once you've finished your investigations.
Return to the street outside the bank. Yep.
What are we sniffing about outside for, Cat? The robbery happened inside the bank.
That's true, Shirl, but other than the missing 100 million in notes, we haven't found a single trace of criminal activity inside. So I was wondering if we might have better luck out here, asking people if they noticed anything unusual last night or this morning. Yes, perhaps someone might even have seen the culprit. Let's start asking people. That's odd.
What is it?
Look at that! That banner hanging down from the bank building up there. There's something not right about it.
Wow, tetchy.
I mean, I guess it's the fact that it's moving. Is that where the air vent leads to? No, wait, that looks like a window. No, I mean, there's something strange about it. I just can't put my finger on it. Alright then, we can investigate the banner at the same time as asking people out here if they noticed anything. Alright, let's take a look at that banner again. Nope, that's just the thing we had from there earlier. Okay. Talk to the people. Let's talk to this guy who was the guy who was laughing. Yeah, I think you just proved that I figured it out. Maybe around here. I found a few in the gutter before. Can we help? I'm rather wizard at finding things, actually. Who are you? And who said I'm looking for something anyway? Well, you did, just now. You were saying how you'd found a few in the gutter before? No, I didn't. I didn't say that. You're hearing things. You'll want to get your ears cleaned out.
Shady.
Definitely shady.
Mav's busy cooking up his next idea for a film, I think. You can't keep that old fool down.
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you'd noticed anything strange around here, say, last night or this morning?
Sorry, what? I don't know, really. This is a so-called business district. Open bracket, boring, close bracket. After hours, everyone goes home and it's pretty deserted. If anything had happened here last night or early this morning, I doubt anyone would have been here to see it.
Oh, I see.
Great, there goes that idea.
Now that's an idea. A banner with the Layton Detective Agency logo hanging from the eaves of the office building.
If you were up close to that thing, it would look enormous, I should think.
Oh. The Coney collar. What else do we still have to look at? Oh, what's this? Nope, that was him. Ah! Zoom in. Oh! Because that looks like there should be a banner there. Ah, I got it. I know it's what... I know what's not around... No. I know what's not right about that banner. It's left. In other words, there isn't one on the other side, so it looks unbalanced. Unbalanced? Yes, I suppose it does, miss. You would expect to see one hanging down on the other side of the bank entrance as well.
Barclays would never have only one banner.
I don't suppose it could have anything to do with the robbery. I wonder if it could possibly be connected. It definitely strikes me as odd that there's only the one banner on the other side of the building, but nothing here. Why would that be?
Do you see what I see?
That young man over there, you mean?
Yeah, he's been loitering around here looking dodgy for a while now.
His name's Shady. Because he's acting like that.
He's hightailing it.
He went that way, towards the river. I knew he was suspicious from the beginning.
Sure, Cat, it was all you. Nothing to do with old Sherlock O.C. Combs here.
He was clearly behaving strangely ever since we first spotted him. Well, I thought so anyway. Thank you, Ernest. Anyway, after him, boys. This case is hotting up. I think we might have just found the lead we've been looking for. Where do you like it to? Ah. Do-do-do. By the Thames. Where did he go? He must have come this way. Perhaps he slipped off down a side street or something. Well, I think it would be worth asking people around here if they've seen anyone suspicious.
I'm sure I just saw a splat in there. I bet it was fish.
Ah, let's talk to the jogger. She'll have a puzzle for us. Hiya! 1, 2, 1, 2. This really is a perfect place to jog. It seems to go on and on forever.
Like her, she's not even panting.
Oh, I found this puzzle while I was running along before. Can you solve it, do you think? Fortune Teller Fiasco 2. You've decided to visit a fabulous fortune teller, but it turns out you can decide your own fate with a little bit of brain power. If you can stack all the cards onto the discard pile, you'll have good luck. The only rule is that you must either follow number or suit when placing a card on the pile. So get stacking and take control of your own destiny. Okay. So... 8, 7, 2, swap. No. Nope, not that way around at all. 2, 8, 7, 7. No. We need to swap into here. Which is going to come off that 2, actually. So actually, I think we go 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 7, 8, 2, 2, 6, 9.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Got it. You did it. The swirling mists of your future are clearing. I see a diamond card. You're about to come into great wealth. Oh, that was a gold medal performance, that was. Well done. Oh, good run, well done is her name, huh? Thanks. Are you really going to give me a gold medal? Anything else from back here? Look at all these enormous houses. I suppose they must be flats, really. Yeah, probably. That person looks kind of shady, but it's also someone we can't talk to. So I guess it's just going to be Mr. Sailor. Excuse me, you didn't see a young man running past, did you? Wearing glasses and acting secretively. Hello? Sir?
I heard you, lass. Can't help you, sorry. I've enough problems of my own at the minute anyway. I can't believe I've lost it. It means the world to me, that picture, so it does.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you drop it somewhere, perhaps?
Oh, you're one of those, are you? Oh, of course I dropped it, you daft idiot. It was in my shirt pocket, but it's still fallen out. I've looked all over, but I can't find it anywhere. There was a fair wind just before dawn this morning, so I expect it's been blown away.
There was a wind, was there? Surprise, surprise.
Tell you what, why don't you have a go at this brain teaser I know about the photo? I could do with a laugh.
Picture the scene. There's a girl selling ice cream at a stall on a viewing platform. A boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. What's the minimum number of people that could have been on the viewing platform when the photo was taken? There's a girl selling ice cream. So one girl. A boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. Like a shot of a boy and a girl, I guess. What's the minimum number of people that could have been on the viewing platform when the photo was taken? I mean, it could just be two. It could be the boy with the camera taking a selfie with the girl that's selling ice cream. So 2.
So, in conclusion,
Hooray!
that's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
You did it! The boy-girl shot was of the girl working at the stall and the boy with the camera. The recipe for som tam.
Stone the crows, that was not bad. I'm impressed, so I am. Hang on. Now what's this now?
Have you found something?
Me photo. I thought I'd lost it, but I'm after finding it in me other pocket. Yeah, what an idiot I am.
Oh, that's smashing. I am pleased for you.
So remind me, what was it you wanted before? You said you were looking for your specs, was it?
No, we're looking for a young man wearing glasses. A very suspicious looking young man.
Oh, that fellow acting all weird like he's got some big secret. If it's him you want, he was heading for the bridge.
That's great. Thank you so much. On to Tower Bridge then. Well, we found the other banner. Where did he go, that suspicious looking young man?
A little terrier. He's given us the slip again.
Do you see that, Miss Layton? There's a piece of cloth or something flapping about over there, look. Oh yes, isn't that... It looks like the banner from the bank building.
Yeah, the banner of shame. You're right.
Why would a banner from the bank have ended up all the way over here? Yes, that is a puzzler.
Ah, hello there. Well, you see, Layton, there's a story in the making, as we say in the office now. So come on, what's the dirt?
Over there, you see, there's a banner snagged on the bridge.
God blimey, so there is indeed. Perhaps I think this could have something to do with that rather strong wind that was blowing through just before dawn this morning. Blew itself out almost straight away, mind you. Yes, I think that would explain how that banner has come to be caught on the bridge there. Got blown by the gale.
All the way from the bank? Gosh, it must have been a veritable hurricane. I didn't notice a thing in the night, though.
Enough of this windbaggery now. Dish the dirt, come on. Methinks you're working on a case, eh? What's the deal? Remember not to mention the 100 million pound. The money cat.
Don't worry, Shirl. I'm afraid we've nothing to tell you, Doug. I'm just out walking my dog.
I'd like to believe that, but my dirt alarm is bleeping like a radar in the blitz.
No sign of that suspicious-looking chap here, after all.
Might as well head off the bridge, then I suppose. I'll lead the way, cat.
Yes, all right. So the banner was blown here in a strong gust of wind. A very strong gust, in fact. Strong gust just before dawn. Late last night, it seems there was a strong gust of wind that swept down the Thames from the direction of the bank. The bank's barrier was nope, not barrier. The bank's banner was carried away. I wonder if someone from the bank will come to retrieve the banner. We should let them know it's here, I think. Ooh, doggo! Oh look, Shell, it's your doggy friend again.
Oh, him!
You might as well ask him if he's seen the chap we're looking for, Shell. Yes, he might have some useful information.
All right, I'll go and say a quick woof and see what he knows.
How's it hanging, Hound? Still sleuthing?
Yup, afraid so.
You really work too hard, you know that. So what you chasing today?
A dodgy-looking guy wearing glasses. Looks like he's hunting for something the whole time. Have you seen anyone like that?
Well, there was a guy kinda like that who walked past not long ago. I remember because he wasn't looking where he was going and nearly trod on my paw.
That sounds like our man. Which way did he go?
Just over there, Hound. Across to the opposite side of the river. Can't say he's still there now, though.
Well, thanks anyway. That's a big help. I owe you one.
Hey, hounds help hounds, right? But yeah, I tell you what. Right now I'm good for eats, but when the going gets tough, maybe you could share one of your bones with me or something.
No problem. I've got biscuits with your name on them for dessert, too.
Now you're talking, Hound.
Well, did you find anything out, Shell?
He saw our man not long ago. Apparently he was heading for the other side of the river.
Over the bridge. All right. You're not getting away from us this time, Mr. Shady. First, let's see if... Ooh. A puzzle. Ooh, a hidden puzzle. I wonder if I can solve this one. Put yourself to the test, Ernest. I'm sure you can do it. Gosh, when you say things like that, miss, I feel like there's nothing I can't do. Number of numbers. The numbers from 1 to 5 have counted up the number of something about them. 1 has 1, 2 has 1, 3 has 0, and 4 has 3. It's the number of straight lines. How many does 5 have? 5 has 2.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
Easy
Goodness, I got
peasy.
that right.
You did it. The numbers had counted up how many straight lines they contained. It's amusing that the 1 there is written with less straight lines than the 1 that it's using to say how many it's got. Haha, there, I've done it! I knew this puzzle couldn't get the better of me. Well done, Ernest. Oh, miss, you're too kind. Such high praise from you is worth all the tea in China.
Easy, Pinstripes. It was only a well done. The towers are really quite tall structures, aren't they?
There's always a lot of traffic here. We must be careful when we're crossing the road. Doug, you haven't seen a suspicious-looking chap wearing glasses shuffling around these parts, have you?
What's this? What's this? So you are investigating something. I knew it.
No, we were just looking for him to ask him something, that's all.
Well, I'm sorry to say I've only just got here myself. So I haven't seen the aforementioned gent, no.
Okay. Alright, onwards. To the other side of the Thames. Where there's some familiar faces. There are big buildings all the way along the river on the opposite bank. It's easy to see across to the other side today because the weather's fine. Excuse me, Mr. Fisher. You haven't seen a suspicious-looking chap passing by this way, have you? We're looking for him.
A suspicious-looking chap? Fishy, you mean?
I feel like I might have done, yes, or did I? It's this puzzle my old man sent me once, see? I feel like I can't concentrate on anything else lately. Or can I? I'm afraid you've rather lost me.
Yeah, it's no good. If I can't get this puzzle out of my mind, I'll never be able to think about anything else ever again, ever.
Crate crowding. You need to get through the storeroom, but there are countless crates of different shapes and sizes blocking your way. Select a crate and hold down A to move it up, down, left or right. Clear a path through the storeroom from the entrance at the top left to the exit at the bottom right. This is like a puzzle game I had as a kid. Where you moved cars out the way.
Nope, actually that's not gonna work. Yeah, nope. Aha. Up there. Cross. Down. Right. Do. Down there. Down here. Nope. There, up there, and then the pink one across. Nope. Close. Excuse me while I just continue to wiggle out of a thing until it works. No, right, let's undo it all the way. I think I mucked it up. I can't undo past here. Okay. Right, so right. Reset it completely. I don't remember how to do these things properly. It's pretty pretty sure I want that over there. I think I have this up again. It was definitely easier with the game ahead where you were just moving cars, because they could only go forwards and backwards, and they weren't weird turny shapes. Wait. No. There. Wait. There we go. There we go! Oh, that took way longer than it should have taken.
Puzzle is something you have to chew over. I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Welcome back, Nick. How's it going so far? Well, I know how this robbery was committed, but Catriel hasn't worked it out yet. You did it! You're great at moving those crates. Yep, let's just say that. Cheesy mahi-mahi steak. Mahi-mahi is a type of fish, I seem to remember. Brilliant! Now I know the answer to that puzzle. I feel like I can think clearly again at last. Now, what were you saying? We, were wondering if you'd seen a suspicious-looking chap around here not long ago. Wearing glasses? Ah, yes, I remember. You've seen him? Did you think he looked fishy as well? Well, I can't rightly say if he was fishy or not. That's not my thing. I did see a fellow wearing glasses. He was weaving about like a lost soul. So, seemed to be heading for the wharf, I think. The wharf? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Fisher. If we hurry, we might catch up with him, miss. Well, I want to talk to Hans. Couldn't remember which one he was. Detectives, I am going out, but there is problem. A problem? Would it help to tell us about it? No, yes, problem is puzzle. This one. Ride the rails. There are 4 railways running parallel to each other, and each has 4 stations. It costs £2 to travel through unlimited stations on one railway line. It costs £1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines. What is the cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking in all 3 of the red stations along the way? There is no other possible mode of transport. Ah, darn, we can't walk. So, the cheapest possible routes from the station at the bottom left to all 3 of the red ones. £2 on the railway line, £1 per station vertically. So if we go like £2, £1. It's 3, 5, 6, 7. That's probably the, I mean, that's the fastest route, right? On the assumption that we don't have to stop necessarily at the red station. Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7, and if it's not, I have no idea what it is.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Oh, good.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Yes. Good. It's the route I thought it was. If you pass through all the 3 big stations on the shortest route possible, the fare will be cheapest. There's no need to stop at the second red station, so you can just pass through without paying any extra. You can always brute force it, but then we lose Pickerats. How's that, Hans? Does that solve your problem? No, yes, so this is answer. Thank you. I sometimes come cycling along here. It's one of my favourite spots. A bit too much hair to hat ratio. Out to the wharf.
Phew! This little scamp's leading us all around the houses. I wish I had sweat glands.
Don't worry, Shell. I think it's nearly over. Today's pavement pounding, that is.
Pavement pound! Don't say that! You know I get edgy when we're near Battersea.
I think we've cornered our man at last. He's not going to get away this time.
No, he's not!
There he is. But first, the cat. Meow. Oh look, this little cat has picked up a puzzle from somewhere. I think it wants you to solve it, miss. Changing numbers. The numbers on this digital display board are lined up in order with the largest at the top. Which numbers go in the concealed spaces in the middle? They're lined up with the largest numbers at the top. Lined up in order. $65, 8, 10, 6. Is it going to be like 552? Being the numbers that you'd have to take away from the top to get to the bottom? Or otherwise... there isn't really a middle otherwise, so 552 then. Right? Or is it? Or does the one at the end have to be a 7 because it's in the middle? But then there isn't a good in the middle for the other two. Is there? No. Well, I hope this is right.
This is an interesting one. Oh, that's not like me.
It's not. Looking at each number in isolation makes it hard to figure out the answer. Alright then. Oh! It's an upside down clock. It's 8:59 at the top and 9:01 at the bottom, so it needs to be 009. No, sorry, 006 even. 006, so that it can be 900. It's an upside down clock.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it. The answer was 006. The board was displaying the digital time in 1-minute intervals. Turning the board upside down makes it make sense. Yeah, it does. Should have considered the fact that there was the little semicolon there that should, sorry, the little colon there that should have made it obvious it was hours and minutes, but I didn't see that initially. There you go, all solved for you. It looks like you have another satisfied customer there, miss. Helping dogs, cats, birds. You're a veritable Dr. Dolittle of puzzles. Surprising number of boats stop at this little wharf, don't they?
Now that is an overloaded boat. Surely it's going to sink, isn't it?
On the basis it hasn't sunk yet, Shell. Those tyres on the bow are to prevent damage to the boat when it runs into another vessel, you see. Ooh, hint coin. Another hint coin. Another hint coin. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Shady. Haha! Here you are! Not you again! Who are you anyway? We'd just like to ask you a few questions, that's all. Why? I don't even know you! Look, I'm busy alright, get out of my way!
Got itchy paws, have you?
Sorry, I'm afraid we must insist. Huh? Stop blocking my way! We simply want to ask you some questions, that's all. Why are you so desperate to get away? Because you're a bank robber, perhaps?
That's it, Pinstripes! Lay it on him now, make him squirm!
Bank robber? What are you talking about? That's crazy! The only thing I know about bank robbery is this. Is a puzzle, apparently. Light security. It's a mysterious thief after the treasure. Keep the jewels safe by activating the security system. Surround the 2 jewels with lit up panels to protect them. Selecting a panel makes it light up red. Then when the system is activated, the adjacent panel in the direction of that arrow lights up, and this continues until there are no more panels in the sequence. Which panel needs to be lit up first? Ooh. Oh, it's this one, because it's the only one that gets... No. No, that isn't the only one that gets light into the system. This one? Okay, yeah, it's this one.
That surrounds them, I think. Unless it's this one. I mean, that doesn't change anything though. It's basically the same. If it was this one up here. Oh no, if it was this one here. Wait, no, I think I've gone in the wrong direction. No, this continues on that way, it doesn't go that way. Oh, maybe it doesn't have to be on the outside. Maybe it's this one. Nope. No, it doesn't go that way. I keep messing that up. No. 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 I don't know how to surround it. Oh, is it this one? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna need a hint on this one. Choose a panel and follow the arrows. Yeah! No shit! Okay, second hint. If you didn't manage to enclose the treasure with the panel you chose, try finding a panel one away from the start and widening the area. Give me another one. The first panel is to the right of the middle. Okay. Like, it's not a full enclosure if I do that, though. Yeah, follow the arrows, yes, as if that wasn't what I was already doing. I mean, that's not going to fully enclose it either. Still a gap. Though I guess maybe it does fill in like that, actually, maybe. Is it worth going for that one? I think it's that one. Okay, it does count the next one it goes into. Good.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it. The security system has been successfully activated. Now the thief can't get anywhere near. There's no way someone like me could rob a bank, is there? I mean, think about it. You don't fit the typical pattern, I admit. Bank robbers don't tend to linger about on the streets. That's what I've been telling you this whole time. In that case, what were you doing outside the bank before? You were looking for something, weren't you? No. You cheeky little mongrel!
Get your dog under control. He keeps growling at me. Yes, and if you don't start telling us the truth, he's going to sink his teeth into your behind. First the left cheek, and then the right.
Now who's being cheeky? That is not in my contract.
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you the truth. I was picking up money outside the bank. Money? Yeah, he was picking up money outside the bank, the money that blew out of the bank. Yeah, I don't know why, but I keep finding 50s lying around in the street. So then I started looking around for more. I found some in the river too, and on the bridge. You realise you're supposed to report those to the police, sir? I wasn't really looking where I was going most of the time, I was just following the notes. You mean you haven't deliberately been running away from us? I didn't even know you were chasing me. Oh, it sounds rather like we've been pursuing the wrong man.
Yeah. I think he's telling the truth. That was a dud lead.
I mean, actually, it's not.
But why is he finding all these banknotes around the place?
Yes, that's curious. And the worst thing is...
What?
He's getting to them before I am. Those notes should have been mine. No, I mean, seriously, if you find a banknote that big, you should actually turn us into the police. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do.
Cat, behave yourself!
Sorry, Shirl, only joking. I don't want my behind bitten.
I don't bite behinds. I don't bite anything, apart from my tongue most of the time.
So banknotes lying around in the street by the Layman's Reserve Bank, on the bridge and along the river. It's time to solve the case that I solved the moment I saw the vault. There are banknotes scattered along around the bank itself and along the river. A suspicious-looking man heading for the wharf seems to be collecting them. Solve the case! That's it! No question! This mystery is history! You've solved it, miss! Oh, splendid! In that case, we should get back to the bank, shouldn't we? Gather all the relevant parties? Yes, there's just something I need to take care of first. Ernest, could you get in touch with everyone and let them know the situation? Of course, leave it to me.
Cat, are you sure you've cracked it? You haven't got the wrong end of the stick or anything? No pressure or anything, but, 100 million quid.
Relax, Shell. My deduction is as safe as houses.
Let's just hope it's safer than the bank's safe was. Did I get the right message, Cat? Have you really cracked it? Where's the 100 million then?
All over London. Patience, Inspector. Let's wait for Miss Teller to arrive, shall we?
You can fill her in later. Mr. Sloane's is here. I'm sure he can't wait to find out the truth either, can you, sir? I think we should wait for Bianca, like the last says.
You do?
Alright then, if that's how you feel then.
I'm sure she won't be long anyway. Ernest has already gone to fetch her. Ah, here she is, you see. Apparently you think you found the missing money. Good, now everybody's here. Let's go to the vault and talk about what happened.
Hearing that £100 million had disappeared, we all naturally assumed that someone had stolen it or hidden it somewhere. But in fact, it literally did disappear.
I get it, yes. It's all about perspective, eh? It disappeared because it was never there in the first place.
No, that's not right, Shell.
Oh, it was there. But the question is, where is it now?
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
stop watching that film.
All those crisp notes, carried away on the breeze to become the property of the vast sky, where greed and wealth mean nothing.
Have I mentioned this nice little place I know, where people look after you in crisp coats? Crisp, white coats.
The money is gone. It's the property of the heavens now. Isn't that right?
Oh, hell.
Did you do that deliberately, Miss Stella?
You can't be serious.
Yes, Miss Layton. You're right. Well done.
Kill me now, or tell me it's the 1st of April.
It's not quite the 1st of April, Shell. That's, Saturday.
Cat, come on. Explain before my head explodes.
A vault for such large sums of money naturally calls for extremely thick, impenetrable walls. As a result, the interior is a hermetically sealed environment. A completely airtight
Except it
box.
isn't.
No one could steal anything from such a place, surely.
Yeah, exactly. And that would include the wind.
Sealed environments need aircon to stop their contents spoiling. And that's the key to this case. Sadly, the brand new air conditioning unit in the vault malfunctioned on the night in question, leaving a near vacuum inside. Early this morning, the poor, unsuspecting branch manager came in to check on the vault, opening the door and breaking the seal.
Ah, that's how he broke his legs.
The sudden rush of external air caused all remotes to be sucked into the ventilation system and ejected out into the night sky over London.
I'll be blown.
Okay, I didn't figure out the vacuum. But I was close enough.
And of course, while a theft would have entitled the bank to an insurance payout, an accident like this is the bank's responsibility.
So who's actually to blame then?
If I had to identify a culprit in this case, it would be the person from the bank who resolved to dress up the truth as grand larceny.
So that you could get the insurance payout.
The Layman's Reserve Bank's general manager, you, Ms. Teller.
Oh, I've given my all to this bank over the years. But it's over now, I suppose. I can't possibly hope to keep my job after this.
Insurance fraud, indeed.
Can't you?
Sorry.
I don't want you to quit, Bianca.
Mr. Sloanes. But I...
Miss Layton explained everything to me earlier, so I got the boffins on the job. By analysing the wind direction, we worked out a plan and sent out the cleaners to fetch the money back. We got about 80% of it. Damage control, you could say.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
That's not to say the remaining 20% isn't going to sting. At £20 million, that's quite a loss.
Of course.
But in some ways, 20 million is a small price to pay.
Sorry?
That new vault, the Hermit 5000, is a product of one of my affiliate companies. If we hadn't identified this malfunction before we'd sold it to countless other banks, we could have been in for damages far exceeding 20 million.
That's true.
So, I've arranged it that my vault manufacturing firm will compensate the loss. The bank can continue to operate as normal.
Oh, Mr. Sloan. Thank you so much.
Oh, I hope you'll continue to do the sterling work you've done up to now for the bank.
Definitely.
I must say, that was a truly inspiring piece of detective work.
Hear that, Cat? Pinstripes is a big fan. Like the surprising cause of this whole case.
Yeah, the big fan that I saw and I was like, okay, I know where the banknotes are.
I don't know how you worked it out, Cat.
No one else could ever have arrived at such an obscure truth, I'm quite sure. You are a sensation, miss. Thank you, Ernest. Oh, that reminds me. You received these flowers earlier. I'll put them in a vase later. Oh, they're beautiful. Who sent them? Mr. Sloane's, miss. He said he wanted to thank you again for your help sorting everything out. He's a little overbearing to look at, but he's a very kind man, actually.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't give that general manager of his the boot.
I think perhaps he's misunderstood because of his appearance. I'll have to tell him it would be nice to meet him formally sometime and chat about something other than business.
You're a braver person than me, Cat.
Apparently Mr. Shinplasters, the branch manager, has regained consciousness again now, and his legs are on the mend too.
The lucky guy missed the whole thing.
It's amazing to think that £20 million is still missing though, isn't it? I wonder where it all ended up. Not in my pocket, sadly, not even one note. I know, it's like a dream, isn't it? Money just raining down from the sky. Yes, that would be amazing. Wait! Money you put in your desk drawer before. Miss Layton, don't tell me you... Of course not, Ernest. That was payment for solving the case. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply.
Pinstripes!
After the incident, the bank had a brand new vault installed, the Hermit Mega Safe. Now the Lehman's Reserve Bank has the very safest of safes and the most balanced of banners. Who could fail to trust them with their hard-earned cash? Save. New coda. New diner. New shop. New level. Let's go and investigate all of those things. Case coders. Sad Shady. Poor Shady didn't realise the notes he was collecting were from the bank at first. Then a series of misfortunes had him wondering if he was jinxed. Excuse me?
Yes, can I help? You don't look too happy. What's happened? Lost your checkbook or something?
No, nothing like that. Well, the thing is, I found some money near here. Then when I got home, I heard about what happened to the bank at the bank on the news.
Oh yeah? The 100 million quid getting blown all over the city. Madness.
Yes, well, I imagine these notes I found are probably part of that money.
So you thought you'd bring them back and hand them in?
Yes.
That's the kind of honesty I like to see. Nice one.
Well, the truth is, I was thinking of keeping the money for myself at first, but then things started going wrong for me, like I put salt in my coffee instead of sugar, and I stubbed my little toe on a chair leg, and then I found out there was no toilet paper left. I just became really unlucky. I started to think maybe it's karma, because I did something wrong and I shouldn't have kept the money I found.
Ha ha! You've really had a rough time of it, haven't you? But that's just coincidence. It's got nothing to do with you picking up those banknotes. Sometimes stuff just happens to you for no reason.
I suppose so. But anyway, here's everything that I found. I'm giving it all back.
Well, thanks. I'll look after this for now and make sure the boss gets it later.
Thanks.
Cheer up. You just did a good deed. You should feel proud of yourself.
Oh, this is just how I am. Don't worry. Oh.
What?
There's a hole in my trouser pocket.
Oh, bad luck. Did you have anything in there? I hope nothing's fallen out.
Wait. Oh no.
What is it?
My wallet. It was in here, but now it's gone. It must have fallen out. This is so unfair. After I just did the right thing and gave back all that money, I'm such an idiot. Oh, poor guy. Poor Mr. Shady. Ideal meal. Ooh, 2 new people. Milo and Ida. Oh, I would just love a nice meal that I could enjoy while watching the fireworks over the river. What sort of dinner are you looking for, Peppa? Well, Catriel, I'm hoping for the perfect menu to enjoy while watching the festival fireworks over the river. Leave it to me, Mare. I shall prepare you the ideal meal for such an occasion. Okay, interview. Well, I think the mare likes fish. Does she? No, oh yes. Yes, that's right. She does like fish, but not raw fish, I think. And she's always, watching her figure. Okay, so fish, but not the sashimi. And nothing too high calorie. Mare Loanida is always in my patisserie when I create something new, but I think she does not like when food is too sweet. Okay. Prawn and salmon canapes, maybe? Oh no, wait, no. We were told not raw fish, and that's probably smoked salmon, which is... I mean, does smoked salmon count as raw fish or what? Ooh, green papaya salad with fish sauce. Maybe this. Soup. What's the new one? Spicy Thai seafood soup. I mean, we don't know how she feels about spice yet, so... This is also fish. Cheese-topped dolphin fish. That's high calorie, though. So maybe the fish and coconut curry, rather. And as a sweet. Something that's not too sweet, like the shrickhand? Yeah, I'm not sure I've heard of that, but mahi mahi sounds familiar anyway. I think I'm way off on this. I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long. Here it is then, your ideal meal. Oh, what fun! I can't wait! Oh, that was delicious, Catriel. Just right for a dinner party or the like. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pippa. Alright, okay. We didn't get the ideal. Oh, yes, I did. Although, I feel it could be improved on even more, actually. I'm going to guess we're going to need some more dishes, like we did with the first 2. I'm expecting a simply sumptuous meal that one wouldn't grow tired of no matter how frequently one ate it. Tell me, madame, what sort of menu would please you? I'm expecting a simply sumptuous meal that one wouldn't grow tired of no matter how frequently one ate it. On the double, madame. I mean, leave it to me. Interview. Madame does rather seem to have gone off meat of late. It's hard to know what to cook for her every day, actually. So she doesn't particularly like meat. Oh yes, I heard Madame Dublé enjoys a most exotic diet, with all sorts of fancy dishes every day of the week. Dearie me. Fancy, but not meat. Okay, fancy. Ooh, coddled eggs with truffle butter. It's haute cuisine, so it's fancy. Soup. Pumpkin yogurt. Garlics. Tom yum again, maybe? No, wait. Chinese mutton crab soup is sophisticated. Maybe. Let's try that. Main. Maybe the cheesy mahi steak? Oh no, Argentine beef is the finest beef. But also she wasn't particularly into meat. So I assume we're going for fish. Because we don't have an option that's not meat or fish. So let's go with the mahi steak. And for a sweet... maybe the durian? Let's try this. I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long. Here it is then, your ideal meal. Come along then. I like to eat my food hot, Catriel, not tepid. Well, I can see that you've tried. But I was hoping for more extravagance. A fish dish, perhaps, something really haute cuisine. Ah, I see. All right. Well, let me have a think for a while. Okay. Maybe we swap the soup. Maybe this, because it's one of the top soups in the world, actually. The tom yum. Oh dear me, no! Spicy food makes me perspire quite terribly. Most unseemly at a dinner, as I'm sure you can imagine. Okay, so not that. So nothing spicy. I kind of want to change back to the mutton crab soup then. So maybe not the cheesy mahi steak. Maybe she wants the sashimi. We'll try the sashimi. Is that it? Where's the substance, darling? It takes rather more calories than that to sustain a frame such as mine, you know. Okay. More calories. Let's go back to the mahi steak then. What about the garlic soup? It's high in calories. A fish dish. Maybe we do need more dishes. I'm gonna leave that how it is. Passes by. Okay, so one guy's going to be picking up a whole lot of these. And then she's going to be picking up one and then these. So... like this, maybe? Oh wait, that's too many. Is that gonna do it? Oh no, he went the wrong way.
Yeah, okay. Hmm. Like this? There we go. Sold. Hound and the pound. Don't let the colourful display lead Shirl astray. Can you get him out? Don't dogs see in black and white? Oh, gosh, it's everywhere. Darn. Too many moves. Nope, not like that. I can't move this at the moment. Wait. Yeah. Too many moves. Ha! In the least moves too. One of these days I should probably go back to the jumping one. Let's have another look at the jumping one now. Hey look, I can do it now! I'm happy with just having them complete. I don't need to do them in the least moves. I am not good at this game. Alright, we've done our new... Well, we tried to do our new ideal meal. We did that, we did the case coders. This seems like a good point to stop for the day. So, we'll get into the next case next time. Which is going to be... Which case is it going to be? Case 7. Ratman returns. Oh dear. Alright then. Yes. We'll stop there. So, if you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is linked below, and the streaming schedule is both on Twitter. Well, it will be when I put up the new streaming schedule for the week, because this was the last scheduled stream of the week. The new streaming schedule will be put up on Twitter and over here on YouTube in the community tab later. The next stream should indeed be tomorrow, Monday, which I did have a plan and then I realised my calendar was wrong. So, maybe Twisted Wonderland, because the second part of book 6 is out tomorrow, isn't it? So probably Twisted Wonderland, so we can get a start on that part of the story. So then, hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thanks for coming, and this is Kalla, signing out. See ya, bye bye.